you ever been in a relationship where nothing was technically wrong, but you still felt unseen? Well, today we're going to give you a practical way to recognize where connection actually breaks down and how to fix it up in real time without speeches, explanations, or emotional gymnastics. And you know what, guys? It all starts right now, live on Mornings in the Lab with Keith, John, Marty, and everybody else right now. Welcome to Mornings in the Lab, where
when something negative comes up.
Building muscle improves blood flow.
From squirting to squirreling.
Start small, build up, and expand from there.
Be entertained by fun over here.
How have I slept? Has my sleep been good? That's
doesn't come from breaking the rules, you guys. Good morning. Welcome back to Mornings in the Lab with Keith, John, and friends. Marty's here today, guys. The live morning show experience built for real talk, motivating content, and entertaining conversation where we help you start your day with momentum and positive energy. Good morning, Holroyd. Yes, it is the Friday of the morning loop here today, guys. Hey, thanks for tuning in. And hey, if you are new around here or you are a returning lurker, I love my lurkers. I know you guys like to hang out there and drop some comments out there in the community, but good to see you guys here this morning. Hey, just a reminder, just a little reminder, everybody, hit that like button, hit the subscribe, and come say hi in the comments. Good morning, Sullivan. Good to have you out there. Hey, and while you're at it, tell us if you are an Avatar fan. Holroyd, you gonna go see Avatar, the new one? What about you, Sully? Drop epic or meh in the comments. Hey, heads up nation, this is an R-rated experience where we like to drop all kinds of language. Hey, Marty's here today. So we know Marty's here today, the language is gonna be filthy. It's just true story. I just know it is. Hey, so if the kids are around, either walk them out or just say Marty's here, and the kids will automatically know that Marty's here and it's time to put the headphones on. True mother story. Yes, and hey, if you're hanging out with us, and you do this regularly, you know what our rule is. Don't hit the snooze button. Yes, because if you hit that snooze button, you're 9 minutes behind. And nobody wants to spend the day chasing Sullivan, Holroyd, Good Time Charlie, because you never catch up. You're like, who are these people? Come spend some time in the lab and you'll get to know who Holroyd, Good Time Charlie, and Sullivan is, along with Frankie and Tommy and Jimmy and Jericho and Celine and the whole gang here. Of course. And hey, we are your daily accountability partner, helping you start your day right with laughter, insights, and fun along the way. Hey guys, coming up today on the show, the headline everybody's shouting about, we're talking about it. We talked about this a little while back. We're going to get after it today, but it's a story that feels like a nightmare until you realize it could happen to anyone. Getting caught in crystal clear 4K and figuring out how to survive your worst mistake when the internet never forgets. Remember the Coldplay incident? Well, Kristen Cabot spoke about it last night. We're going to have a little chat about it this morning. Going to close the loop on that story. And then from there, we're going to bounce through a mix of things that make you stop mid-sip, like that coffee you're down in this morning. Like why living rooms are suddenly becoming media studios, and how someone is about to leave Earth without ever standing up. Yeah, you heard me. Someone's leaving Earth for the first time without ever standing up, and what it means when the word AGI gets a deadline attached to it. Elon speaking again, we're talking about it, and why the ocean just produced something that looks like a glitch in reality. Oh yeah, if you haven't seen this one, we're showing it today on the show. And what actually matters about the newest move from ChatGPT. Hey, you guys remember when apps came out on the iPhone a while back? Well, I suspect history is repeating itself. And we got some crazy chat happening in the morning loop with epic spots, a new segment called What the Is This? Guys, you need to see the WTF segment coming up here today. I have never seen anything like what I'm going to show y'all here today. And hey, coming up center stage here, our resident bullshit professor, John Petrocelli, is joining us here today to talk about how language exposes chaos, why confidence can be more dangerous than ignorance, aka the dumb shit award, and how some people sound impressive while saying absolutely nothing. Yeah, and we're also going to get into the uncomfortable truth about being unskilled and unaware and why modern life might be moving faster than the humans trying to live inside of it. Deep dive, we're going to get into the ICU, the Avatar protocol for deep intimacy, the kind built on presence, attention, and honesty. And we're going to break down why feeling seen has nothing to do with being agreed. Yeah, we talked about a little bit this yesterday. We had a man on the stage. We had a woman on the stage. The woman just ignoring the man. He's like, I want to share my feelings. She's like, don't want to hear them. What? And because the future always brings receipts, we're going to look through the worst tech flops of 2025. Guys, we got a packed show here today. And did you know? We're going to get into pulling the curtain back on how much of you is already floating around online and how you can get rid of a bunch of that. Morning focus. Something we got into yesterday. The jobs report confirmed what you guys need to be doing something about your life. And Maya Reyes is joining us at the bottom of the hour. Community Corner. We're going to wrap things up. We talk about what your feed is really doing to your brain, the success that happens. What the heck? Get your coffee. Settle in for an awesome live experience because Nation, the Morning Loop. I see everybody out there on X, YouTube, LinkedIn. I see y'all out there. The show started 10 minutes ago, but the Morning Loop, well, baby, it starts right now.
So yesterday we found out Keith's grandpa's basement was basically a museum of naked women and unapologetic confidence.
Keith, now we understand why you loved visiting Grandpa. It wasn't family time. It was character development.
That man didn't hide anything. No filters, no shame, just walls saying, this is exactly who I am.
And Keith saw that basement and thought, yeah, this feels like home. Honest, exposed, slightly concerning.
Meanwhile, today, most guys are terrified of being seen unless it's cropped, edited, and emotionally bulletproof.
That's the line we're walking today. Wanting intimacy, wanting to be seen, but panicking when the spotlight hits.
So whether you're craving connection or praying you never get caught in 4K, welcome to the lab.
What's going on, everybody? Hey, we're going to open the phone lines up in the second hour. You guys know how this thing works. Yeah, the phone lines open up 431-300-3005. We got the phone lines like it's 1985. You guys can come join the live conversation with us, or you can come join us in the mornings in the live community. The comments are open. Come get after it, or come send me a text, a voicemail, or drop me a call in the phone lines 431-300-3005. Jimmy, I see the young man. He's here ahead of the dog himself. Let's bring him up. Marty. What's going on, my brother from another mother? How are you, pal? Been waiting to hear you. We're waiting to see you today.
What's up, man? What's going on? I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm awesome. Hey, so were you gone this week or were you just busy? Because you sent me a note on Sunday or Monday, and you said something about C. Marty's over the Pacific. I was like, are you fucking going away somewhere, brother? Did you go somewhere?
Yeah, I was in Mexico.
You did go. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Where did you go?
Ensenada and Cabo.
Nicely done. Was it like a last minute type thing, or was it because you didn't really drop anything? It must have been kind of a last minute situation, or what?
No, I just wanted to surprise you guys, man.
Yeah. When did you get back?
Last night.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're back.
Looks like you got a tan.
I look the same, man. Shut up. But yeah, it was cool, man. It was cool.
That's awesome. Highlight and low light. I got to get the highlight and I got to get the low light from you.
It was really hot in Cabo. We got on the boat and saw some whales.
Oh yeah. So you know what I find about whales, man? I find whales funny because so Lauren and I have been out whale watching before. And dude, it's actually, I think your audio is a little low. If you can bring your audio up, that'd be great. Yeah.
Okay.
There you go. Dude, watching whales. Okay, so send me out in the ocean so I can go see 1/8% of the animal because 99.999% of it is underwater, and all I see is wait, look, way over there, 8 miles out in the ocean, there's this little speck. Marty, that's a whale. Oh, okay, thanks for telling me that.
Yeah, can you hear me now? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. You know there's truth to that.
Okay. Yeah, no, it's the truth. All you see is a tail most of the time, and you see him come up and breathe a little bit. That's about it.
Yeah, Johnny, look who's decided to join us today after his little surprise trip to fucking Mexico this week. Didn't even come see you.
Not in Mexico, weirdo.
He's not in Mexico, you weirdo.
Jesus Christ.
Don't you think I would have told him that if I was going there?
The guy changes his fucking glasses and loses his marbles all in the
Oh,
same
you
fucking
noticed? I
swipe.
changed my glasses.
I've been here for 5 minutes, Keith. Come on, man.
Good to see you, Marty. Good to see you, Johnny. How you doing, brother? How you going? What's going on today?
You're talking to me or Mark?
You.
My fucking leg is ripping me today. God
Oh,
damn it.
no.
Fuck. Yeah. Yesterday's trials were errors.
What'd you have going on?
Oh, fuck, man. I'm having a problem with my S1 nerve in my right leg. God damn it. And I've been through this before, so I kind of recognize what's happening. God damn it. It's not an easy deal.
No. Yeah, Marty, Johnny been having a little bit of a tough week with his leg here, so we've been talking about it all week. So yesterday after the show, I know he had some stuff. He was doing some research on himself, and you said trial and errors, a day of errors. Hey, Jesus, I'm sorry. One of those days, they chalk it up as
sorry to hear that, bro.
Yeah, I mean it's as the day went on and just cut the influence. Whatever I did in the beginning, I'm not exactly sure what I did in the beginning of the day. Probably my stretching protocol.
Yeah.
Inflamed it. Fuck, it just got, by the end of the fucking day, man, I was like barely walking.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, like peg legging, full peg legging. Just to get to the fucking studio, to the guest house from the main house, fuck, it probably took me 4 minutes, 5 minutes.
Really?
Just fucking hobbling along. Yeah, I gotta make sure today is a day where I just let the inflammation go down. The good news was when I woke up this morning, there was a noticeable difference in how it felt when I woke up, which means that my body's killing inflammation through the night as it rests and repairs. Then yesterday, what happened is I created the inflammation. Last night, my body beat it back down. So clearly I can see that the body's working on it. Now my job is to not create the inflammation today. So hopefully we can get that down further than where the day left off. That makes sense.
Yeah. Dude, in battle, we talked about this, the inflammation word, right?
Oh, fuck. God damn it. They're just, now you're starting to see this fucking nerve like hit me like a goddamn electric shock in these weird little spots.
Well, that's just it. It's just these little zaps. You can't even predict them. They just happen.
Just when I shift weight, if I put weight on my right butt cheek, then when I deload it, that's when it comes.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah. Hey, so Marty, you were out in the ocean last week. I found something pretty cool, man, actually. And I'm going to, since you were talking about this, they caught a wave on camera out in Australia that shouldn't exist. Jim, if you got this video, throw it on the screen so we can talk about it. They caught this wave that's it doesn't have, there's actually no physics to suggest why it exists, but it's actually two incoming 12-foot waves colliding with two smaller backwash waves. It actually created this oval-shaped hydronic hole. And it's rare, it's dangerous. You rarely see them, and they caught it on film. We're gonna it's not loading here, so I guess I can't show it here. So sorry about that.
Is this something out in the ocean or more towards the shore?
Yeah, no, it's right on the middle. Oh, check this out. Yeah, I don't know if you can see it, but we caught
fucking testing a bomb.
Yeah, so Jim, if you guys can pull it up here during the show here, and we'll grab it up a little bit later here. But there's actually a video of this wave, this wave that should not exist, actually. So, hey, Marty, you have not been here since the Cena match on Saturday, and Johnny, you and I were talking about this week, and we were talking about how he tapped out, and we both were commenting on his smile.
No, you were commenting on his smile. I was telling you he was, that was part of his face, like he was going to sleep.
You're absolutely no, and you're right. So last night he did a podcast with Cody Rhodes, and he talked about it. And John, you're going to love this, the storytelling aspect of it. And Marty, he talked about how he goes, when people die and they're in their last deathbeds and they wait for their loved ones to finally come see them, and they fight it out to wait for those last people. And then once all their loved ones have been there, it's like they can have a peaceful smile on their face and go to sleep. He told the story that he's like, I was in the ring, and he's like, the last 5 minutes of that match, he goes, I was looking around and I saw my loved ones. I saw everybody by the ring, and it's like my story was coming to an end. Like I was on my deathbed and I was at peace with myself, and that's why he said why you saw a little bit of a smile, because it was like his way of acknowledging that he was at peace and that he was able to say, I love you to everybody. And then he moved on. So it was actually a pretty cool moment because he acknowledged like that's just how we kind of go about real life. And I think about my grandma, John, I've told you this story before. My grandma died when I was 16. And it's like, I was the last grandson for her to see. I saw her. She died the next day. It's like she was waiting for me to see her. And he kind of shared that same story, Andersen.
So he did acknowledge a little smile.
He did. Yeah. And he said it was his way of saying like to the world that I'm done. And I'm at peace with it. And I'm at peace with it. And I'm at peace with all of you. And it basically was saying to all of you, fuck all of you. This is how it's done. And I'm at peace with it and I'm happy with it. Marty, what did you think of the whole thing?
Man, I love how his story ended and now Gunther, his story, his villain arc is beginning now.
Yes.
I mean, like they were in Washington, D.C. too. Did you see him chase him outside of D.C., chase his car?
Yes.
I mean, it was crazy. And now he's talking trash. He's throwing shots at Cena. I love it. I love how they ended it, man. I think it was genius.
John and I were talking too, Marty, that I think because we were talking about eras and stuff with that industry. And John and I were talking on Monday that I don't expect you to remember Marty because he's much older than you, but there's a wrestler named Nick Bockwinkel, and he's an old technical school type wrestler, a mat guy. Yeah, exactly. Gunther reminds me of him, and the way he wrestles is, like John said, when do you see a fucking naked sleeper in today's WWE? You don't.
Yeah,
a naked sleeper.
Isn't that what you call it, Johnny? Is that what it is?
Rear naked choke.
Oh yeah.
A naked sleeper. I love it, dude. I love it.
If you notice one thing I can do, Andersen, is always fucking butcher up your words, man. It's what
but it's easier that was not my words. This is like a internationally known in the fucking grappling world. But
what's it called? What's it called, John?
A rear naked choke.
Rear naked choke.
Oh, rear naked choke. Okay.
But he's close enough that we know what he's talking about.
That's right. Yeah.
That's the key.
Johnny, I grew up with Greg Gagne. I grew up with Greg and Vern Gagne, the Gagne brothers, the High Flyers, and Jim Brunzell, and then they were always living in the world of sleepers, man, which was pretty funny. Hey, throw that video up there, Jimmy. We got that wave. Check this wave out, guys. This is crazy, Marty. So if you would have saw this in the ocean, it would have been, what the hell's this? Like, look at this thing.
Whoa.
All four of them coming together and colliding.
Yeah, that's trippy.
It is trippy, yeah, because if you're in the middle of that,
tides going against each other or something.
Yes, yeah, pretty cool.
How far offshore was that?
I don't know actually. But I guess the big deal of it that it was caught on film because we rarely see that in science, right? We rarely see that in nature. So I'll tell you what we also rarely see. Hey, Sterling and Preston, for the first time ever, a person who is actually not going to stand is going to space. Jimmy? Nope. Okay.
Not gonna stand.
Yeah.
For the first time ever, someone who uses a wheelchair is going to space, which instantly destroys a lot of lazy excuses. This story isn't inspirational fluff. It's proof that adaptation beats perfection, even in places designed for superhuman standards. So today isn't about rockets. It's about redefining strength and asking what limits are real versus just comfortable bullshit.
Yes, we actually have a German engineer who's in a wheelchair. I didn't realize this. Going to space. We've never had somebody in a wheelchair going to space before.
But what did you call him? You said a guy that's not going to stand.
Yeah, because they're not going to stand because they're just going to sit in their chair the whole time. So I was playing with words there a little bit, but they're just not.
Yeah, no, I was just looking at kind of an interesting way to present it,
Well, I was trying to tease how it worked, but yeah, Mitchie Bentel's an aerospace.
It's like saying we're going to send a person who never grew to space.
Oh my God, what's going on? You're doing it wrong. I see you there in the comments this morning. What is shaking, man? Mr. Comedic, what is shaking out there? Hey, I also found something ridiculous that I got to put on the stage here, and this is going to fall into this. What the WTF is this? Marty, Johnny, I wasn't going to drop this early, but I think it's time to drop.
Uh-oh.
So I really don't know how to comment on this, but we might need to teach some parents how to parent their kids because I really don't know how we fix this. Jimmy?
Oh yeah, I seen this.
What the fuck is he doing?
Exactly.
Well, that's a little girl bent over. Jesus Christ.
Johnny, keep watching.
What the fuck?
And look at the parents encouraging them all.
Oh Lord.
Hey Jimmy, let's kill it. It is the most bizarre.
What's the mom doing? Running up, fucking giving him a soda? What was she doing?
Yes, I don't even know.
Where the fuck was that?
Somewhere in Nigeria, Marty. I don't know what even to say to that. I saw that and I'm like, I got to put that in front of Johnny and get his comment. Maybe it was dancing. I guess they call it dancing, Marty.
I was gonna say the only thing we can hope for is that's right. Or that's some other culture that makes sense, right?
Yes.
But I'm reaching and I'm having a hard time. Mart, help me, brother.
That's just dancing, man. That's just inappropriate dancing. And you wonder
that sound like some crazy version of capoeira or something.
It's called, I guess, grinding on someone or whining on someone, but. You wonder why these women have 3 baby fathers and why these fathers have 8 babies by 8 women, you know?
I mean,
it starts young. What do they learn?
I get it when you're an adult, but I mean, fuck, those kids were what, 6?
Disgusting.
It's terrible, man.
The next video I saw after that one, you guys, was a 30-some-odd-year-old woman whose 2 baby fathers had died. She had 12 kids and was looking for help. Somebody to help fund her to feed the kids. I'm like, no.
Yeah, it's crazy.
No.
That's how it starts.
Yeah, I guess so. That's how it starts. That's how it starts. Hey, I've been talking about this for a long time. Johnny, what were you saying?
No, I'm just sitting here fucking thinking, going, God damn, my brain's still caught on that other one, man. I was like, because the very first one, I didn't realize that there was a little girl bent over. I was like, what is that kid fucking pretending to hump?
Well, dude, that was my expression. I was like, "What is that?" First, and I
thought it was a fucking sheep at first. It's like, what the fuck are they doing to that sheep? I thought it's an awfully white sheep. Jesus, I've never seen one that bright white. This is all running through my head, and then I figured out there. I saw 2 arms sticking down. Like, fuck, that's a person.
Oh my God. Hey, continuing to push what we're talking about here on the show, what we're building here. YouTube podcast viewing doubling to 700 million hours on television. Preston, Sterling.
700 million podcast hours watched on TVs tells me something wild. People don't just listen anymore. They want faces, reactions, and receipts. This isn't about podcasts winning. It's YouTube eating the living room and daring Spotify to fight on someone else's couch. And here's the catch. Viewers love it, creators chase it, advertisers are quietly losing money. That math gets ugly fast.
I keep saying it. Keep saying it, Marty. YouTube keeps growing, man, between YouTube
so
and it's just colliding, Marty.
Yes, I didn't get to talk to you about that video I sent you a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
More people are quitting their podcasts or whatever.
Yes, yeah.
But if you're quitting now, that means you had a shitty product, because people are watching more than ever. People want a great podcast they can tune into, get to know the host, get to know the people, comment, interact, join the community.
Yes,
it's happening more than ever now. So if you're quitting now, you were trash.
Well, I mean, I think and a lot of even agreeing with you and go one layer deeper. You're just a fucking quitter.
Yes.
That too.
Yes. Yeah.
And a lot of people, they got, I guess, I don't want to say fake engagement, but they could have been talking about a hot topic or had a hot guest on there that boosted them up. Yes. And now they can't sustain without that topic or the guest.
Yes.
And so people get bored and stop fucking watching. So
yeah.
So you find a new fucking topic and a new guest. That's the fucking name of the game.
Absolutely.
You're doing it wrong. You're right, my friend. Oscars is going to YouTube, and that's why we're doing what we're doing, because when the world wakes up in a little bit of time, when we need some morning show platforms, they got some hosts here who've been doing it for a while here, which I'm pretty jacked about. And you're right, Marty. It's well, and the difference too is that the lonely old podcast doesn't work anymore. Like, there needs to be production, there needs to be video, you need to be creating like a TV show, like what we are doing here on the show, because we all have the ability to do so. Hey, so a number of years ago, do you remember when we all got our iPhones and there was no apps on them? I don't think Marty remembers, Johnny, because he was probably still a baby, but remember Marty when we got our iPhones? You're like, what the hell do I do with this? And then they released the apps and it changed everything. Well, yesterday, 2 days ago, ChatGPT just did the same thing. Jimmy.
ChatGPT just turned itself into a one-stop shop where email, design, music, and work all happen. This means the popular AI chat companion is evolving way beyond being a tool. It's becoming the ecosystem you sit inside all day. And when one interface owns attention and workflow, it quietly decides which companies win, which disappear, and how you work.
So yeah, they launched an app store. So you're going to see more brands building apps on ChatGPT, and essentially, John, Marty, like Gemini and ChatGPT will become operating systems for our next version of applications. Everything's going to be built on top of those platforms. So building apps on top of ChatGPT will be a normal thing, and as years go by and time goes by, we'll just be, it's just going to be normal for us. So I pull it out there because it's historical. Marty,
what I say 2 weeks ago, ChatGPT or OpenAI went code red.
Yes.
Now you're seeing all this shit come out.
Oh, it's just back and forth, man. Just back and forth, back and forth.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what's all back and forth. And here's a good one too. So about 3 months ago or so, we had a conversation about an incident that happened in Boston at a Coldplay concert. Jimmy, let's tease this one because we're going to talk about it for a few minutes.
Imagine doing the dumbest thing of your life, then realizing it's playing on a jumbotron while the internet grabs popcorn. Forget the affair. The real hell is waking up the next morning thinking, holy shit, I'm the villain in everyone's story. So today isn't about scandal. It's about surviving the shame spiral when your worst mistake becomes your whole damn identity.
So, hey, Jimmy, I don't have my notes there from Perplexity with that story there. I don't have my notes there, Jimmy. So Kristen Cabot, the female that was caught in that situation, I only pulled up to close the loop for us. So she spoke yesterday about that incident and what happened and how she had to kind of manage her life. She went into hiding.
That was the lady in the video, correct?
That was the lady in the video, yeah. And she admitted that that it was her and her husband at the time were going through a separation. They were at her and this other fellow were at the concert together, and she had a couple drinks, and next thing you know, they were caught on the jumbotron. So
you think they were really going through separation?
So according to yes, according to
wasn't there something about the one of the probably this chick's husband on the other side of the fucking arena doing the same shit?
Yeah, well, yeah. So she was quoted.
All of a sudden now, this is just great publicity, man. Yeah, my husband was on the other side. The difference was he paid for his date.
So what's unfortunate about this, and just to, to give her some grace, is that she went through hell, and I can only imagine what she went through hell. Like she lost a lot of friends. The internet was trolling her and was all over her. I had some notes. They're not here right now. But anyway, she was trolled with a bunch of comments, bunch of negative crap, and she's speaking out just to say, hey, the board that let her go gave her a lot of grace at the time, and she's like, oh my God, what a moment. Here's where I don't agree with her though. She was kind of throwing the water at Coldplay and Chris Martin as if they had something to do with it, Marty and John. I'm like, yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Chris Martin always gets the blame. It's always a Chris Martin, man.
Well, then she's like, I threw it all my goop. Like I threw it all my Gwyneth Paltrow stuff because she made the video. I'm like, really? Come on. Like, honest to God. That's
what?
Yeah. So I thought that was kind of goofy, but I want to, but Marty, I'm bringing this onto the table to share with you guys why we're talking about this, because something you just said 5 minutes ago, Marty. We would not have talked about.
Before you switch, I just want to just back a little bit on this topic. So I think she was feeling like beat up because she felt trolled on the internet.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
Okay. These are fucking people that don't know her. These are people that don't understand her story. Listen, for people out there who get fucking, your life gets fucking wrecked because of what people on a fucking keyboard say that you don't know. All they're doing is throwing turds at your life because they don't have the fucking balls to pick up the turds in their own life.
I love you, man. So well said, John.
Jesus Christ. The last thing you need to be is butthurt because fucking a bunch of keyboard warriors are talking shit.
And it helps if you just don't open the app.
Well,
don't read it.
That too.
I mean, then it doesn't exist at all. So
yes, yeah. Well, but so I put this on the table though because, and it's funny because I would not have put this conversation on the table 8 months ago. But as I keep learning, and Marty, to your comments about podcasts that are dying, and you got to keep changing and iterating. Like for the last couple of weeks, we've been leaning into. I guess I'm going to share the secrets. Trend jacking, Marty, finding topics that are happening in the world, and then bringing them into our topic pillars, and it's working. Our show yesterday, numbers through the roof, interaction through the roof, engagement through the roof. X is flying. YouTube is flying. So we just been, Marty, constantly iterating, and not just leaning into, because it worked 6 months ago doesn't mean it's going to work today. Right. So back to your comment about podcasts moving to an entertainment type form. People are talking about this. this. And then a guy came on the show yesterday. He's like, there's no good live morning shows. Thanks for you guys for hanging this one out there. So that's why we're talking about this kind of stuff. So yeah. All right, and then one last thing, guys, before we bring Petro in. Hey, what's going on, Jay? Good to see you there this morning. Good morning, Lauren. Good to see you as well. So I got to call my lovely bride out, guys. I love her so much. So I went and woke her up this morning shortly after 5, and downstairs in the gym, all of a sudden I hear this at I think it was 6:30 or 6:20. Hey, and then I go upstairs for my coffee. She goes, I got a 98 on my sleep score. Yeah, because you slept 90 minutes past your alarm. John, can Terry relate to Lauren, perhaps?
Terry subscribes to wake up whenever she wakes up.
Yeah.
So Terry probably gets a 102 every day.
We know the thing with Terry. Check this out.
Yeah.
So I mean, she understands as I do too. So I'm not looking for sympathy for her.
Yes.
But I mean, she basically raised herself. I mean, she moved on her own, completely on her own at 14.
Oh,
put herself through fucking school, worked for money, paid rent, but she got her first fucking job at 11 years old, where she was like doing or some crazy shit, right?
Seriously?
Yeah, like literally fucking humping and walked to work, like walked 90 minutes to fucking work, worked, came home.
So she I didn't know that. So she's been through the grind, man. She has
fuck, dude. Yeah, she's fucking worked, man. So when we, obviously when we got together and obviously it kind of came to the point where like, look, babe, you don't want to fucking do it. You want to just take care of us. Let's do it.
That's awesome.
And
That's
she's
awesome.
always used to contributing.
Yeah.
She's like, well, I'm not used to it. I said, look, you just, whatever you need to do to make good of it, look, here's, you have the credit card, start fucking using it. Stop fucking using your own money, and just fucking enjoy it. You've worked enough. You've worked as much as most fucking people because you started so early. So
awesome,
I was
Johnny.
actually really happy to give her the option not to have to do shit.
Yeah. That's awesome, man. That's awesome. Lauren corrected me, not past my alarm, through my alarm. Yes, exactly.
Let him know, Lauren.
Hey, before we bring in Petro, 2 heavyweights versus 10 amateurs. Who's going to win? Check this out.
2 versus 10.
Yes.
That's an interesting one.
I know.
Well, the big guys did the perfect thing by getting their backs to the wall.
Well, I was actually going to ask you that, John. So you noticed that?
Fuck yeah, dude, because one of them gets behind, they're in trouble.
That's what I thought.
Jeez.
So
that's Eddie Hall in there. That's Eddie Hall is one of them.
Oh, that is Eddie Hall in there.
Yes. Yeah, he fought two dudes and knocked those fuckers silly in like a minute.
Jeez.
Oh, Eddie just got rocked. You see that?
Yeah.
He's just bought back against the wall swinging. See, this is the way for him to do it because see, if someone gets behind him, then he can't make those big swings anymore.
Oh yeah, so that basically using that back wall like a protector.
No, is that Eddie? No, that's not Eddie. Fuck no, it looked like it was, but it wasn't. He's not nearly big enough.
We do have Eddie.
Big enough.
We do have an Eddie clip. Hey Jimmy, we got an Eddie clip here too. Let's.
His is a 2 against 1. Just fucks these dudes up.
Yeah.
Picks one of these dudes up and throws him down like a fucking pillow.
Check this out. Here's Eddie doing his thing here. That one there, Jimmy. Put that one. Put the Eddie one there doing. I think it's a 504 lift or something. Check this one out. Before we bring Petro up here, watch this.
No, that's not Eddie Hall.
5, 10
that's fucking Thor. That's
I'm sorry, I meant Thor. Yeah. Sorry, Johnny. Yeah. I knew we had a couple guys there. Yeah, check this out.
But he actually turned a legit pro boxer.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So basically, he won World's Strongest Man.
Look at this.
Excuse me. Eddie won World's Strongest Man. Then the next year, Thor won it. And they had a legitimate beef on who won the year before. So they were smart about it. They fucking turned it into a fight. They were like, okay, you want to settle it outside there. So of course, it was just all for money.
Yes.
And then they made it even better. The loser had to fucking tattoo the winner's fucking name somewhere on his body.
Shut up. Really?
Swear to God. Yeah.
That's
and
funny.
So it became huge fucking hype. And I mean, they both started fucking training, and then through a series of injuries, it got postponed like almost 2 years.
Hey, Johnny, so we're going to bring Petro up in a quick minute. Thanks to Petro hang tight with us. Hey, Johnny, would when you say legitimate beef, could it be as simple as this? So let's just do a little pretend. You and I get pissed off at each other. Could it be as simple as me sending you a text and saying, let's do this, and then we kind of both know that we're going to go on a path to fight, and we're going to kind of kayfabe the whole thing. Like, does it kind of work that way behind the scenes? Do you suspect?
Oh, all the time. But this one was, but keep in mind, when you got two fucking dudes that both believe they should have won, that's a legitimate beef.
That's what I mean. Yes. Okay.
And so that's where it started. And it was fucking brewing on camera. I mean, when they were filming World's Strongest Man, there was one event where there was a questionable judgment call, the judge. And so anyway, long and short of it is that Eddie ended up winning. It turned into those guys were, I mean, you had footage of Thor after the event, really fucking mad and upset and bummed,
really,
Yeah.
Oh
yeah. Well, fuck, man. I mean, Jesus Christ, you work all fucking year.
Yes.
You feel like you got robbed on a call.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that whole thing was full blown real. But I guarantee, someone on their fucking camps, they're like, dudes, this thing is catching a lot of fucking steam. Let's put 6 zeros behind this fucking beef,
It's fascinating.
And then they turn it into something that is more of a showcase type scenario. But like in I mean, it's almost like in wrestling, the writers do this. Right?
I know. Yes.
And the smart athletes in other sports figure out that they can take a bite of this and turn it in, because people fall for this fucking the turmoil, whether it's planned or not. I mean, people know wrestling is planned, they still bite on it.
Yes. Well, even if I didn't tell you this, even a few weeks ago when you and I were talking nicotine and we were kind of going back and forth, like just having a good chat about it, I had some text saying, "Oh, Keith and Johnny getting after it." I'm like, to your point,
So our team.
No, some people, like, we had some comments. From folks, like, I had some texts on our phone line from folks that have tuned into the show before saying, "Oh, you and Johnny getting after it today." And I was laughing, going, so I was playing with it, but I can see your point where people who they hear something and they just get into it. Oh, Keith and John are pissed off, or Marty and Johnny are fighting, and next thing you know, it takes life of its own on, doesn't it? And then you're like, hey,
it becomes much more interesting.
Yes, it does. Yeah, it absolutely does. It absolutely does. All right, guys, we got the resident bullshit professor waiting for us very impatiently. I can see he's handsomely sitting back there. We got a few things to put on the table there, Johnny. We're gonna rattle them today. Jimmy, let's get the intro started, and let's bring the resident Petrocelli in himself. Let's get it started, Jimmy.
Ever notice how some people talk nonstop, say nothing, and somehow leave you feeling tired, confused, and vaguely annoyed afterward?
It's not just personality. It's how their inner chaos leaks straight into their words. Urgency, drama, and endless self-focus. Then there's the other type, calm, charming, confident, saying impressive things that magically avoid anything real or specific. One sounds messy because they're overwhelmed. The other sounds polished because they don't care if what they're saying is true. A lot of men drift into bullshitting when honesty feels dangerous, so language becomes armor instead of connection. So today we're breaking down how language exposes real distress, fake confidence, and the moment conversation stops being about truth. Fellas, this one gets uncomfortable fast. Let's talk about personality, bullshit, and what our words say before we realize it.
Can we just have Sophia Grant say bullshit all the time? What's going on, Petro?
Hey guys, what's up?
A nice hat today. How are you?
Yeah, I drew some fishing later today. Maybe some ice fishing.
So before we get into it, what kind of observations do you have for us this morning, mister?
Observations. Wow.
Yes.
Well, I'm wondering who's going to win this. Who's going to win the fight tonight?
Oh,
the big fight is Jake Paul and Anthony Joshua.
That's right. Yes. Yeah. It's funny because I was going to put on the table too. Who do you think is going to win it tonight there, Petro?
I think there's going to be a knockout by round 8.
Oh.
That's
which
what I'm
way?
predicting. Joshua.
Interesting. Because there's more money in that decision? Was that why you're saying that?
No, I think just the overall skill, and I think he's going to be punching down.
Oh yeah.
Paul will be punching up. I don't know. I think, and then also, I mean, hey, Anthony Joshua is not He's not like a retired boxer 20 years, 30 years out. I mean, he was just fighting championship fights just, a couple of years ago. So
I think for the sport, Joshua needs to win. For the sport, Joshua needs to win because it continues to legitimize it. If Paul, I'm not saying Paul's not good, but to your point, Joshua probably should win that fight. But hey, let's get into some bullshit.
Let me add one thing on that real quick.
Yeah.
If Joshua pulls that bullshit Mike Tyson pulled versus Jake Paul and bends the knee, you'll be ready for a rant on Monday.
You mean if he walks around his jock strap after they're done?
Yeah, that too. Yeah.
So many people are like, can you believe Tyson was in his jock strap? That's what he did every fucking fight. They just, the fucking people filming were smart enough not to put it on live television, man.
Oh my goodness. All right. So I got a few topics for us to get into with our resident bullshit professor here in the lab. And I know Johnny and Keith and Marty look forward to these ones. But Johnny, Petrocelli, I thought we'd start with research finds that people with higher levels of personality dysfunction use more self-focused, urgent language, and traditionally bullshit more. Why is that? Why is personality disorder so linked to people who are bullshitters?
Define personality disorder. That's the first thing. We don't. Am I right, Petro? We don't have a fucking clear vision of what we're talking about.
So I'm gonna put this on the table then. So people with personality disorder may sound dramatic, Johnny. They may sound angry. They may be self-absorbed. Just go look at the guy who has orange hair down in the United States. Maybe that's the one we want to be talking about. The language is a symptom, not a tactic. And Petro, can you express upon like a personality trait, dark personality traits? Can you expand upon that, Petro?
I think you're referring to the dark triad.
Yes.
Narcissism, psychopathy, and Machiavellianism. So, and these things actually have been linked to bullshit production, at least to the self-report level. So if you ask people, in various situations, how do you use bullshit in this, in this situation? But that's self-report. That's almost like asking people, how often do you lie? When you get your response, I mean, are you gonna trust them? So, and these are, but these three particular personality traits, there is such a thing as a narcissistic personality disorder and psychopathy personality disorder, but we don't know yet whether or not the disorders themselves are linked to bullshitting, but the traits themselves are. So I would imagine that you go to the extreme level and you have this personality trait to the level that it's actually a disorder, that it's impacting your life in a way that you can't control, would probably be off the charts on bullshitting. But that fits with those personality traits, right? So if you're for narcissism, if you're looking for affirmation from everyone that you speak with about how great you are, right? There's going to be quite a bit of discussion focused on the self. Everything's me. You never get any questions from the narcissist, right? And someone high in psychopathy doesn't really care about anything. Really,
Petro, this is perfect, brother, because this is my first thought was, okay, now that we understand it's disorders, there's all types of disorders that are going to give us different outcomes, and that's what you're describing, correct?
Yes, but it also depends on the measure of bullshit production. So what I usually do in my lab is I will ask people to give me their attitudes about something. So I might do something like nuclear energy or electric cars or something that they're familiar with, but they usually don't know a lot about. And then I ask them their attitude. Really don't care what their attitude is, but then I ask them about reasons for their attitude. Okay, and I have used things like things that don't even exist. A fictitious animal or fictitious disease. I ask them their attitude about it, and then ask for reasons for their attitude. And things that don't exist, that doesn't stop them from generating reasons for these attitudes, right? Now that makes an experiential measure. So it's sort of, in vitro, in the situation, production of bullshit. That stands that's much greater than simply reporting how much you bullshit, right? And that measure is also linked to the dark triad trait.
Well, and Petro and John Marty. So this research is telling us that if we're listening to somebody talk, and correct me if I'm wrong, Petrocelli, but somebody who's using the I need tos, the I have tos, the I am, the more of the past tense, the ruminative phrasing, they're more of somebody who might have those personality disorders, who's often going to bullshit you, right? But then somebody who's using terms like we or love or family, and painting more of a picture of emotional intelligence would be less of a bullshitter. I'm trying to paraphrase that, but there's truth to that, no?
Oh, absolutely there is, yeah. So, I mean, that's what these personality traits are, is they're very focused on the self, right? So if something that I tell you something about myself and it doesn't seem to get the sort of the positive reaction that I was hoping for to reaffirm the self, to sort of continue building my self-esteem, right? Or to verify my self-esteem, because that's what for instance, the narcissist usually needs.
Yes.
They do rely on others to continue building and affirming them. So if something doesn't work, I tell you something about myself and I don't get the reaction, then I'll give you something else. I'll keep one-upping you and everyone who might be listening, right? But because we do find that narcissism is also linked to depression. So narcissists become depressed most often because they can't figure out why everyone surrounding them isn't just constantly building them up and giving them praise, right? So this is one of the sources of dissatisfaction and depression in the high narcissist, because that's not going to happen, especially in today's society, no matter how great you are.
So does that narcissist, or do they generally speaking tend to be like hardworking people? Like, okay, I want this from other people, so I'm going to go earn it, or do they just sit there trying to create it with words?
That's a good question, John. I'm not aware of that. Whether if there's systematic data suggesting that that's true of all narcissists. I see where you're going, where there could be aspects of that would push someone to actually.
I'm sitting here thinking to myself, when I was young, all I fucking wanted in the day was someone to say, "Man, you're a big dude." It was that simple in my mind, right? Oh fuck. That's why that's why I would love driving little cars. I would look big in the little car. Support of Christ, dude. But I soon realized that the ticket for me to get what I wanted was to go fucking do it. Yeah. And then I realized that the actual doing of it and the doing hard things was actually attracting more of that than the actual outcome of becoming a big, strong guy. And that's when I kind of realized. Then it segged again, like, holy shit, look what this doing all this hard shit is doing. If I keep doing this, I just keep separating myself. Then it kind of became more of a stop fucking bothering me with these stupid fucking questions and comments. Let me do what I'm doing because I'm trying to get over here. But that's how it kind of started for me.
But you know what's interesting, Andersen, to hear you talk, though, because now when you talk about your business, you don't use I, you use we. There's a big difference. Yeah. When you're talking, you talk about we, your team, we, Ben, you're always using we. And that's a massive change of words, one letter to two letters. All of a sudden, you've moved the narcissist aside and you're like, hey, we are doing this. I am the leader, but we are doing this. There's a massive change there, isn't there, Petro, with that?
Yeah, I think so. But I would also say that, narcissism is one of those traits that some authors have suggested that's sort of epidemic level, that we've kind of sort of trained children from a young age to think about themselves as so fantastic and they're going to conquer the world and travel to the moon, and then you end up with participation trophies for 18th place and things like that. So then you, of course, you have selfie culture, right? Kind of feeding into that too. It's interesting though. I think part of the reason why we're sort of geared or programmed this way is that much of our self-esteem comes from the fact that we are social animals, right? That we have connections with others, people that actually care about us, some people that don't, that give us information about ourselves. So Mark Leary's circumplex theory of self-esteem is defines self-esteem as the sort of the strength of the connections that you have with other people, which is a different view of self-esteem as simply just being the evaluation of the self, right? So we are social animals, and we do care about what others think, and a lot of our self-esteem comes from what other people think about us, and also what we think other people think about us. So I think our culture is sort of geared to and sort of primed to develop these self-focused kind of things. But then you go to other parts of the world, and it's not the case. You go to Eastern cultures and collectivism, and the group, the focus on we is much greater than it is in Western cultures. Western cultures are much more focused on individualism and I did that, and I can do this, and I will do that.
Yeah. Hanging out, John Petrocelli this morning with Keith and John. Marty here on Mornington Live with Keith, John, and friends. Let's pivot from narcissism for the last few minutes with our segment to something you dropped for me this week, Petro. We talked about it a little bit last week, and it's linked largely to our Dumb Shit Award. And John and Marty, it's people's confidence. Are they unskilled or are they unaware? Jimmy, let's run this little opener here, bud.
Quick check. Have you ever met someone painfully confident and thought, wow, this person should not be in charge of anything? You know the type. Loud voice, fast moves, zero questions, and they call curiosity weak, like it's a bad haircut. There's a reason for that. The less skilled someone is, the harder it is for them to notice it.
And the people who are actually good tend to second guess themselves because they can see how much there still is to learn.
Here's the problem. Some guys wear confidence like a costume, talk loud, move big, and call it leadership.
That's why the loudest guy in the room often knows the least, and the quietest one is doing the real work.
So today we're breaking down how to tell real ability from fake confidence and why honest self-assessment is rare. Let's hear it, Petrocelli.
Petro, how's this linked to the Dumb Shit Award?
Yeah, well, this is directly linked. I was thinking you might call the Dumb Shit Award the MacArthur Wheeler Award at some point. Dude,
I love he's got all these fucking names and studies to connect to all the shit that we're talking about. Great.
Yeah. Well, MacArthur Wheeler became somewhat famous for robbing two banks in Pittsburgh. All the while,
Petro, before you finish, let me just ask you a quick question. How did you learn all this shit if you only read half all the books?
Yeah.
How did you get all these names and all these studies when half of that fucking massive bookshelf is they're only half read?
Yeah, most of the books only have. I mean, I would say what you really need from it, where you're going to learn from it, is in the first half.
So no shit. So all those fucking books and all this knowledge, you've been doing the half book fucking rule the whole time.
Yeah.
No fucking way.
If the book's not giving me anything by halfway
I call bullshit.
I'm sort of tired of it.
Well, no, he just kidding. If the book's not giving him anything halfway, he shelves it. That makes okay.
Yeah.
Well, fuck, man. Yeah. I used to do that too. I called it the first page rule. Because my comprehension was so fucking low, I could figure out real quick when I opened up. There was no pictures. It was probably going to go back to the shelf after the first page.
You know what's awesome, Johnny, is that he calls it MacArthur and Wheeler. Why don't you just use half the name, Petro? Why don't just MacArthur? Or why don't you
or call it McWheel?
Fuck Andersen, just put him on the spot.
And I'm actually writing two books right now.
It's a compliment, though. I'm like, this fucking guy is just pulling out the stuff. And how did he deal with the half reads? I'm like, fuck, maybe I was onto something. I just didn't stick with it. I should have just kept reading the first pages of all these books.
The good stuff's usually in the first half anyway.
Oh my God, it's the best. So the Kruger-Dunning effect, Petro.
Yes, Kruger-Dunning effect, or it's actually the Dunning-Kruger effect.
Oh.
Now the first paper that came out was Kruger and Dunning, but for whatever reason they changed it to Dunning-Kruger effect.
Oh my God.
But this is the idea that the cognitive skills that one needs to be competent at something, anything, are usually the same cognitive skills that you need to recognize competence. So if you happen to be incompetent in a particular domain, it's unlikely that you'll notice, that you'll recognize that you're incompetent, because you don't have the skills, right? And so the cognitive skills needed to be competent are the same ones oftentimes to recognize competence. And MacArthur Wheeler was a guy that became somewhat famous in Pittsburgh for robbing two banks and he had no disguise, he had no mask on, and and he was on all of the surveillance cameras, so they could tell who it was, right? It was very clear. And as the police were taking him away, he was reported as saying, "But I wore the juice. I wore the juice." So MacArthur Wheeler believed that if he rubbed lemon juice on his face, that would render his face invisible to the surveillance cameras.
Oh,
it's like the happy
and
drink.
So this was reported in the Pittsburgh Post-Gazette. I mean, this is there's a real man, MacArthur Wheeler. Yep. So I think this was shown, I mean, with all sorts of tasks. Like my favorite one was the English test, English grammar test, and they took the two quadrants, the highest and lowest quadrant. So participants that actually scored like at the 16th percentile on the grammar test versus participants that scored like at the 80th percentile. And then asked them, so how well did you do on the exam? And those at the 16th percentile said, "Oh yeah, I think I got about a 65% on the exam." If anything, those who had 80 percentile said, "Oh, they sort of undercut themselves," and they were said like 75%, right? And then they showed them, well, here are some exams from your peers, and they weren't graded yet, and just to see like all the variation in the answers on the exam. That didn't seem to change the views of those who were in the bottom quadrant, those who averaged at the 16th percentile. They still thought they scored about at the 65th percentile.
Because they didn't know any better, correct?
They didn't know any better, and they weren't able to recognize, the right answer from the wrong answer. Now, those at the 80th percentile, they said, "Oh, some of these are really bad. So I think I actually did a little bit better on this exam," right? So they recognized from that information that they put themselves above 80th percentile. So, but you find this in all sorts of tasks. Most people think that they're better than average at almost everything. So it's sort of maybe not the master of anything, but better than most at almost everything. And you could just be any kind of task from driving to English grammar to math, anything. It could be, lifting weights, whatever. Most people think, the great majority think that they're above average, but there's a lot of incompetence right there, right? And failed recognition of incompetence.
Are you actually good, or are you just confident? Hanging out with John Petrocelli this morning, John Andersen and Keith Bills this morning. And hey, I see you out there. You're doing it wrong. What Petrocelli is saying makes sense, but it's hard to listen to him when his handle is BS Lab Studies. No, you're doing it wrong. He's actually the bullshit lab professor. His entire career is out there spelling bullshit. So he's out dropping some facts for us this morning. Petro, before we walk you out of here, brother, what do you got going on today? You going fishing? Seriously, going fishing today?
No, I was bullshitting you there.
Love it.
I love it.
Yeah.
We're going to do a lifestyle tip with Andersen, reset hour 2, and then we're going to come back with I See You. We're going to get into some intimate conversations with men here coming up in about 3 minutes. Petro, thanks for hanging out with us today, brother. Always love having you.
All right.
Good seeing you, Petro.
Good seeing you guys.
All
Good
right.
to see you, Petro.
All right.
Let's walk Petro out of here. We'll do lifestyle tip and come back with hour 2 of Mornings in the Lab with Keith, John, Marty, and everybody else. Let's get it, guys.
We are just about to Christmas, and this weekend, maybe even tonight, well, hell, it might have started last night. The Christmas festivities and parties and dinners are going full force. And so many of you guys are having a hard time staying on track. Well, many cases, because you're going someplace and you really don't know what's going to be available to eat. And that tends to be your excuse. Oh, there just wasn't anything there to eat, so I ate all of this shit. Well, here's what you do. If you don't know what's there, you either eat a small healthy meal before you go. So if there's nothing there, then you can just pick, don't be rude, just pick at the best option that's there and participate. But you're not showing up hungry to fill yourself with a bunch of shit that's going to make you feel like shit, that's going to make you fall off your plan tomorrow. Don't be a glutton. You could go as far as to even put some almonds in your pockets, and you get in there and you realize that, hey, there's nothing here. I better eat these almonds real quick just to kind of knock off that, holy shit, I got to eat something, and start making bad decisions. But what I'm getting at is this: a little bit of pre-planning for the situations where you don't know what's available to eat will go a long way, because your goal is to stay on the train. Don't fall off. It doesn't have to be your best day. It just has to be another day you show up. So keep showing up, keep doing the best you can in the holiday season. And I promise you, you're going to feel much, much better about yourself. Rock and roll.
Welcome back to hour 2 of Mornings in the Lab with Keith, John, and friends. Marty's here as well. Jimmy's here. Petro is here. What's going on, everybody? Yes, good time pocket meat. Yes. Hey, hour 1 was about watching how things fall apart in real time. We got into the Coldplay incident from October. Kristen Cabot spoke. We talked about it in the first hour. Yep, true story. And we also got into a crazy wave that broke in the middle of the ocean that nobody saw. What's up, self-confidence? Boo, boo, boo. Yes, God bless you too, my brother. Good to have you out there on the show here this morning. We looked at language, behavior, and the subtle tells people give off when things underneath the surface aren't as stable as they look. We got into with John Petrocelli in the Bullshit hour, last 30 minutes or so. And we're going to get into the deep dive, the ICU, the Avatar protocol for deep intimacy, not performance, not validation, real recognition. Why so many conversations feel hollow. We're going to get after it coming up right now. Community Corner, bottom of the hour. Jimmy, let's get after it. Hour 2 starts right now.
People look at you every day, but they only see what you do for them, not who you are. You become the strong guy, the reliable guy, the fix-everything guy, and suddenly you're emotional furniture.
Being seen isn't praise or compliments. It's someone noticing you're exhausted and still showing up anyway. That's why guys can have money, status, and attention and still feel lonely as hell at night.
So this deep dive isn't soft or sentimental. It's about why men feel invisible and what that costs them. Keith, John, let's talk about why 3 words hit harder than success, strength, or pretending you don't care.
Good morning, everybody. I appreciate you all in the comments. I see you out there. Good time, self-confidence. What's up, Kelly? Good to see you out there. You doing wrong. Thanks for reading my text. No, you doing wrong. Thanks for spending time with me here today. Just a quick little just a quick little drop, guys. Y'all got a choice where you can spend your time. You all do. You all can spend your time all over the place, but you got to choose and spend your time with us. Thank you so much for that. So self-confidence, good time. You doing wrong, Kelly. I appreciate you guys spending your morning with us. Keep the comments coming. We're going to get into a conversation about intimacy and so forth, and it starts like this. You know that line from Avatar? It's dropping this weekend. I see you. Well, most people just skip past it. They think it's like saying, yeah, I see you're there. But in that world, it's so much deeper. And it means I see who you are. I see your soul. I see your intentions, and I accept you completely. Now, I want you to think about this. Nation. Jimmy, let's bring Marty up here. Marty, when's the last time someone actually said that they see you and they accept you completely for who you are. Because before you answer that, most of us, especially men, we go through life being looked at but not seen. Marty, when's the last time that you really felt seen by somebody? And I'm being serious, brother.
I haven't had people say it, but I think, just maybe people who interact like in my community, with my content or with me as a fitness coach.
Yes.
Just people letting me know that they're appreciative of what I do, or they notice how hard I work.
Yeah.
That can probably be equivalent to what you're asking, I would assume.
Yeah.
Probably, it happens more often now. I'll probably say at least once a week.
So I've noticed something in you in the last little while. There's something with your confidence, and I mean, this is like your confidence is higher. I see you differently today than I saw you 6 months ago, a year ago. Like you're carrying something different about yourself that I don't know you're aware of, but there's something about you you're caring about yourself. I would say that. I would say I can see you. And I will also say that people notice what we do. You're a fitness trainer, you do this, or hey, Keith, you're starting a show. But I don't say that people don't really notice who we are. Or they see your job, they see your boots, they see Johnny's muscles, they see your Jeep, they see the paycheck. But in my experience, they don't always see the effort. They don't see your stress. They don't see the fear. Think about these things, right? And I see Good Time coming and saying, I haven't felt really seen since my father passed. Like, dude, that's, I can't imagine how that feels, right? Like, do you ever feel invisible, Marty?
I wouldn't say invisible, but I would say people would probably miss everything you just mentioned, like the hard work and just the fact that it's your purpose. You're tied to your purpose, right? So I had a conversation recently with someone basically, they were implying that I should walk away from everything I'm doing now.
Oh.
And I was like, are you fucking kidding me? You know how hard I work to stop now? And it's still the beginning stages. I got to see this thing through. I'm not going anywhere. So I just, there's no way. Like I said, when your purpose is tied to it and, you're at what? How many subs do you have now, Keith?
So on this channel here, what do I go, 5,100 or so? I got
about 5,100. I remember when you didn't even have 100 yet.
Marty, when you and I started, nobody here.
Yeah, exactly.
There's nobody here. Now we got
There was nobody.
We got 2,000 people showing up in the morning with us.
Yeah. So for you to stop now, and we're only a year and some change in, would be fucking crazy. So, a lot of people. So maybe I felt invisible there. That's why I brought that up. I think I might have felt invisible there.
But Mark, that person probably is telling you to stop because they see that you working on something they're too chicken shit to even try.
Yes,
probably. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they're just got to remember. I mean, I don't even know what the reasoning was, or they probably didn't even fucking know what it was. They just see that, Jesus Christ, I don't think I should do this. Or, I don't think I could do it. And it kind of fucking bothers me down deep. So I'm going to try to get him to walk away from it and make me feel better.
So Johnny, here's a straight question to you. I know you were listening to us back there, but have you ever felt like you have, so Terry aside, because I know Terry sees you all the time, but within your maybe, growing up with friends, a circle, with loved ones, have you ever felt actually seen by somebody, or have you always felt like they've always looked past you because they couldn't understand you, Johnny?
That's a good question. I think from the time, at some point I realized I was misunderstood.
Yes.
Probably once it was very clear I was taking a different path.
Yes.
Then I stopped worrying about this. This whole thing just drifted off for me. Other than feeling fucking guilty about my mom not understanding.
Yes.
I didn't fucking make a difference. You don't get it. How are you going to see me because you don't understand?
That's exactly. That's exactly. And you know what, John? Marty, Good Time dropped an incredible video we ran yesterday on the show about a man sitting on a dock with a spool of wire or something that unraveled over 40 years and was trying to have a chat with his wife. And his wife was, and here's an example, John, she just was not seeing him. He was absolutely invisible to her. And he wasn't looking for validation. He wasn't looking for applause. Marty, he was just looking to be seen. Right. And I think what it is often, and I know I feel it sometimes, guys, is that don't misunderstand this, that I'm looking for affirmation and validation, but it's just that maybe that idea of that I see that you're trying. Like I see that you haven't quit. Right. I see that the weight that you're carrying and I respect it. Right. And again, I'm not suggesting that I or you two are looking for those words of affirmation. That's not what I'm suggesting at all. But the reality is, those are powerful things to feel when somebody says, hey, Andersen, I see you're going through some shit right now, man. And I see that you haven't quit. And I see that the weight that you're carrying on your shoulders, man, I just want you to know I'm thinking about you. Like, it's a pretty powerful thing to feel when somebody said that to you. And it's not about affirming you. It's not about validating you. It's just that you know that, okay, fuck, man, yeah. You know what I'm trying to say? It's like you being in the squat rack. And I know you don't care because you're like, I'm putting my head down. I'm doing the work. But think about that guy in the dock yesterday in that video with his wife. He's just like, hey, man, I'm just trying to keep my shit together. Right? I don't need you to affirm me. I don't need no applause. I don't need you to applause me.
Yeah, I mean, I think I don't know. I mean, I guess if is there a need to be seen?
Great question. Maybe some do, or great question. Let's flip it around. Maybe we flip it around, Johnny. Are there people in your life, John, or people in your life, Marty, that need to hear from you that you see them?
100%.
Yes.
But like with my girls, I'm always
Yes.
affirming what they're doing, because I want them to. I am fucking proud of
Yes.
the efforts you're putting in.
Yes. Yes.
You know, I need them to. I want them to recognize that I see, and I'm proud. Very, very important.
Yes.
You know.
Well,
Yes.
well. One, we know how important that is, or how important that can make someone feel if you acknowledge. I think we all know that, but I think at the same time, the three of us know how to work in the dark, and we understand that everybody won't develop that. They won't develop that skill like we can develop that skill.
Good point. Yes. Yeah. That's a very good point, Marty. So perhaps the invitation to the listeners right now is if you're listening right now and you feel unseen, I can tell you right now that I see you. I know Marty sees you, Johnny sees you. And maybe
That's true. If you're working in the dark, you're really not expecting to be seen.
That's right.
Yep.
Yes. Yeah. But maybe the responsibility of those that are working in the dark is recognizing, to Marty's point, the ones that might be that are working in a little bit of light within that darkness, looking for affirmation, right? Looking for somebody to help them get through or to the darkness, right? I love this metaphor of I see you, just because of what we watched yesterday on that clip. And, you know, and obviously back to trend jacking, I leaned into the Avatar movie dropping today. I wasn't here to talk about Avatar. I was really talking about this idea of being seen and being real and being appreciative and being yourself and being seen for who you are instead of who somebody thinks that they want you to be. There's a difference there too, right? It's back to you, John. Are you seen or are you misunderstood? Marty, are you seen or are you misunderstood? Right. So I thought it was an interesting conversation. Good Time says jealous people can't support well. Well, no, because they're too worried about themselves. Right. Marty, question for you on the feed there. I'll let you address that one.
Yeah, I see that. I didn't think you would let me, but I'm glad you let me give me the floor for this one. So anybody who doesn't see, Johnny Escobedo said, what's your opinion on African Americans' work ethic? Do you think they're lazy? So I think every demographic is lazy.
Yep.
Everybody has lazy people, right? There's low class blacks, there's low class whites, there's low class Hispanics. Yep. But at the same time, there's high class whites, blacks, and Hispanics and Asians. So you can say that about black people, but you know, most of the country's fat too. And there's more fat white people than fat black people, even though we might have a higher percentage. There's lazy people everywhere. There's plenty of data to support
and you know
that.
The crazy thing, brother, I totally agree with everything. 100%, backing you up 100%. The motherfuckers that are calling other people lazy, forget their race. It's because they're fucking lazy.
That's exactly.
Exactly. That's a lazy ass
Forget
question.
the race. Let's put the race behind. Let's just call it. Let's make a new race called lazy motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Right. Well, the only people that are fucking throwing turds about lazy motherfuckers are the lazy motherfuckers throwing turds at the other lazy motherfuckers.
You know what gets me though, and so Johnny, first of all, thanks for hanging out with Johnny Escobar. I appreciate you spending some time with us. But to Marty and John's point, why do we have to put race next to lazy?
Yeah, why do we have to do that?
Who the fuck cares, man? You're a fucking lazy human being. Who cares what color you are? Or what race you are?
You can complain about any race and it applies to another race. It just doesn't make any fucking sense. I don't understand that. It's crazy.
Oh my god. Hey, Marty, you played Tetris growing up? Johnny, you played Tetris? I
did.
Oh, you did? Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not that young, motherfucker.
Look at this. The world's largest Tetris game. All from drones. Check that out, Marty. That's actually drones. They're playing Tetris in the sky with drones. Like those are actually drones moving, but it's actually Tetris. That's in Dubai, Marty. Everything fucking crazy happens in Dubai, man. I'm telling you, it's
Dubai is on the next level, man.
Andersen, you been to Dubai before, Johnny Andersen? I can't remember.
I'm sorry, say again.
Have you been to Dubai before? I can't remember if you've been to Dubai.
No, not been to Dubai.
Yeah, it's actually the fucking future, man. It is just
it hadn't really blown up. By the time it blew up, I was because they're big on strength over there. But
yes,
but it didn't. I was gone by the time it kind of started pulling the strength world in.
Oh yeah. Hey, how about Dyson? So Dyson makes vacuum cleaners, and Dyson makes crazy cool shit. A great technology company. If you want to learn about technology, Dyson is interesting. Dyson is now growing strawberries. Check this out, man. Dyson reimagined the vacuum cleaner, and John, you're gonna love this because you're curious like me. But check this out: how they're growing strawberries. They built this farming facility, and it's basically fans and so forth. So they this massive facility to mass produce strawberries, all by Dyson, the company that developed vacuums and so forth. So I thought this was pretty cool to share on the screen here.
For anybody who doesn't know, Dyson is like a fucking Bentley or Rolls Royce version of a fucking vacuum. They're fucking easily way expensive, but they're good quality shit.
So get this.
I mean, but it's not like when you go, if you went into some place to buy a vacuum, a Dyson I believe will be the most expensive one. Or if not,
this is cool, right? 2 Ferris wheel style rigs rotating trays of strawberries toward the optimal light, robots picking only the ripest fruit, UV light preventing mold, recycled heat. The results, 2.5 times more strawberries per square meter. Like, dude,
but it just shows that as it kind of puts a stamp on their company. I mean, they're the leader of the vacuum world.
Yes.
They could take that technology and point it other places.
So well said, Johnny. So, because what you just said, it's because it's not just farming. It's actually systems engineering, precision robotics. Like, this is nothing to do with farming, right? It's
well, that's why their fucking equipment works so well, lasts so long.
Yes. Yeah. Did you know, Andersen, that they were going to build electric car, and they went through the entire process. They sourced the whole thing out, and then realized that it was that they couldn't do it. So they spent billions of dollars, and they said, "No, we're not going to do it." And they shelved the whole project. But just to your point, like the engineering that they do there is so much further than just a fucking hair blower or vacuum, right? Which is pretty cool. Yeah. Really, really cool.
I mean, if you think about it, if you can engineer and design something and be a leader of one industry, you probably have the ability to do it in others.
Yeah, absolutely. I absolutely agree with you. Would you bring this guy home to your daughter? Jimmy, check this out. I found a clip of some dude here that's no judgment.
Oh, mercy.
I'm judging.
Yeah. Marty, please judge.
What the fuck?
I mean, yeah. What's the goal in life? Oh, he's drooling and shit.
Drooling. He can't keep that shit in his mouth. He was just eating some sort of a fucking berry, for God's sake.
This is the narcissist Petro was talking about.
Well, so it's
Jesus Christ, like a fucking horse.
It's just water coming out of the hole in his chin. Okay, Jimmy, we've seen
it. Good night. The fucking guy's so fucking hungry. It's like a dog that hasn't eaten in 2 days. Just looks at food, starts fucking drooling. That his trap works so fucking poorly. He just looks at a piece of food and drool starts pouring out the side of his mouth.
So let's ask the real question. So if one of the girls brought him home, Johnny, and I'm going to answer too, how would you react? Seriously. And then Marty, I'm asking you next. How would you react, John?
Well, I mean, Jesus Christ, that'd be like saying, what would you do if one of the girls came home and had 16 heads? It just would never happen.
Oh,
They know better.
They know better than that.
Which is, I mean, this would never fucking happen. I mean,
no way.
I'm not trying to say that. I mean, I'm not saying anything bad about him.
No, I know what you mean.
And depending on how someone's raised,
yes,
that him might be appealing. But the way that my girls were raised, again, they have better chance of coming. I have a better chance of them walking through the door with 16 heads than bringing that thing home.
Yeah. Well,
they just grew heads overnight on Christmas Eve. That's the type of percentages we're looking at.
Yeah, well, so same with me. I'm thinking, Marty, there'd be no way near hell any female that's coming out of your life is going to be anywhere near a human like that.
Yeah, my kids would know better. They wouldn't even want to deal with my reaction, so they wouldn't do it.
You know, I see these videos of guys walking up buildings and sides of buildings, and I always wonder, man, like, how do you do this and why do you do this? But I got a little shot of this guy here in Paris, free climbing. Like just climbing up the side of a building like Spider-Man with no wires, no. Just Johnny, there's an example of doing shit others don't do. Like, look at this guy, just climb the side of the building.
Does he not have? It's just a pair of fucking shoes and his bare hands. Or does
That's
he
it.
have
What
any
you see,
tools?
that's it.
You're fucking kidding me, dude.
That's crazy, man.
That's some finger strength. Dude. Look at that. He's got his feet wedged in that track.
Hey, I know we just talked about the whole race shit. That's some white people shit. I'm sorry. I love you guys. That's top tier white people shit.
So the question
be careful of that, dude. Someone's gonna say your race is lazy because they're not fucking climbing the side of the building.
Oh well. I guess I'm lazy then. I'll be happily lazy.
I'll be a lazy ass alive on the ground instead of a motivated guy falling. The question I always want to ask is why. Like, why? Just to get views? Is that what it is? I guess that's what it is, right? Just to get
maybe that's his passion.
Well, think like this: if you're a climber, clearly he's a climber.
Yeah,
he's fucking probably climbed every fucking natural rock he can get his hands on.
That's true too.
It's just like as a strength guy, you're always looking to do something that no one's done before.
Yeah. That's fair.
It's just out of comprehension when you look at something like that. Like, whoa. You know,
whoa, it is whoa. Yeah, it is absolutely whoa. All right, before I walk you guys out of here, Marty, what do you got going on this weekend, brother?
Getting back in the groove, man. I got my podcast tonight. I'm got a couple clients this weekend that the ones that want to get back to work because they miss me.
Yeah,
so yes. I'm always willing to work with those, and just getting ready for Christmas, I guess, man.
I love it. Andersen, you've made it through. How's your leg doing, brother? You're right one. You only winced twice on the air with us today. Only twice.
Well, because I figured out real fucking quick. I got to have my right glute off the edge of the fucking chair.
No shit.
Yeah. I drove yesterday, and it was a son of a... When I climbed in the car yesterday, it was such a deja vu. I was like, holy Christ. Ooh. The difference is last time, my fucking bad leg didn't have to do anything. This time, the bad leg has to use the pedals.
Oh, Jesus,
motherfucker, dude!
No kidding.
Switching from the gas to the then I fucking had a good flinch because the traffic came to a screeching halt.
Yes,
I was like, oh my god, I got a fucking good sweat from that. So I told Tara, so that we're driving on Sunday, really be careful because these flinches, the electric shock goes from my fucking toes up to the top of my head.
Oh my god!
Jesus. It really doesn't go up; it only goes down.
Yeah.
No, I mean it's fucking. It's sometimes the universe just lines shit up for us because today, one of our family friends, almost like one of our sons, is here.
You're saying, yeah,
he came in late last night, and so I made sure that I didn't have a lot to do today, so it's fucking perfect. So I can spend the day not re-inflaming this fucker. So hopefully that tomorrow
we don't need that.
Yeah, that's it. I gotta make it. I mean, it was real clear yesterday. I figured out that the more I was on it, the worse it got. So I'm gonna stay off it as much as I can today. Try to get the inflammation down.
That's shitty, man. I can't. And it's discomfort. It's discomfort that you can't just like. That's that shitty thing. It's that's the best way to describe. It's just extreme discomfort, John. Like it's what it is, right? It's just
I'm not to be a bitch, but unfortunately, now it just hurts all the time. It doesn't. The pain doesn't go away. And the hard part about this one, is I'm going through this one painkiller free. Last time I was fucking loaded up with the meds.
Oh yeah.
So this time it's just time to fucking grin and bear it. Not doing that again.
Yeah, no kidding. Hey, Petra says as he was walking out, that study that we mentioned earlier about laziness that suggests that people in general are extremely lazy with no connection to race ethnicity whatsoever. Yes, we know humans are fucking lazy.
Thank you. That's all I'm saying. That's all I tried to say. Thank you, Petro.
Oh my God. Hey, before you guys go, did you know your personal information is everywhere online? Do you guys care? Like, Marty, do you care your shit's everywhere? John, do you care that your shit's everywhere? Like, your stuff is all over the internet.
You know what you do? You fucking create I think it's called Equifax account, and you fucking freeze your shit.
Smart man.
Did you know your personal information is already online and you did not put it there on purpose? Names, phone numbers, addresses, it's sitting out there like it's public property. Step 1, search yourself, Google, Bing, everywhere. See what comes up. If you don't map it first, you can't clean it up. Step 2, data brokers. They collect you, package you, and sell you. Opt out manually or use removal services that hit hundreds at once. Step 3, old accounts. Forgotten logins are exposed doors. Delete them or lock the privacy down hard. Step 4, request removals directly from search engines. Addresses, phone numbers, financial data. You can get that taken down. Final move, stay proactive. Privacy tools, cookie cleanups, regular audits. That's how you stay off the radar. That's your today's Did You Know? Back to Keith and John.
And then Johnny's sixth tip, go to Equifax. That's smart, man. I never thought about that. That's a good one.
Yeah, because really what it comes down to, granted, yes, they're trying to steal, but they're really what they want is your identity.
Yes.
Because once they have your identity, they can go fucking get me. It's your credit that they're after if you got good credit.
That's it.
And it's like you just lock it up. And then the only bitch is you got to remember if you want someone to verify that you have good credit, you got to unlock it. But then they'll call and say, hey, your credit's locked. Okay, I'm going to unlock it. You got 60 minutes. Boom.
Yeah.
Lock it back up.
I forgot what I was going to say. That forgot it. Must be not important if I forgot that.
But everything that they suggested is cool, but it's a fucking rabbit hole you're going to go down that never stops. There's no bottom to that hole.
Never.
So all you do is just you kid it at the fucking root. If you lock your shit, then no one can. They can try to get in, but they can't get to anything.
You know what I find fascinating actually is not fascinating. What I dislike, John, not hate, dislike, is now when your visa expires, they have enough knowledge to know that when the next expiry date comes, so you don't have to actually even so you're like my last visa expired last month, and I was waiting for a bunch of emails from people saying, I was like, okay, I'll cancel this one, cancel this one,
re-up it, dude.
Totally. I'm like, you fuckers, you guys figured it out, and I didn't. So now I got to go back to all these subscriptions that I still have and don't want to have anymore. And I was thinking, okay, I'll wait for these ones.
Oh man, I
was waiting for them to send me the email to say, oh, your credit card expired, put your new one. I'm like, well, no, I don't need it anymore. But they just fucking change. They learned how to update the expiry. Now you go. So yeah. All right. Well, guys, lots of love from me to you. A lot of fun this week. We got Christmas week next week, so we'll do things a little bit maybe lightly or a little bit shorter, whatever it is, however it goes. But man, what a fun week. Great show. The numbers have been great, guys. Lots of love. Marty, good to have you back, pal. Good to have you had a safe trip back to Maryland.
Where did you go in Mexico, by the way, bro?
Ensenada and Cabo. Yeah, Ensenada.
Dude, Ensenada is like literally, if I was in my house in San Felipe, Ensenada would have been like, you could have literally just taken a freeway east. It would have come dead to the town where I am. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I had a feeling it was pretty close.
Yeah, you were like
a lot of Americans come down.
Yeah, you were in terms of going south, you were pretty much right on the money. All you had to do was come east.
That's crazy.
Oh, yeah. Interesting. I didn't realize that you're that close. Okay, really, that's interesting.
Oh yeah.
Cool.
I think it's like a 2-hour drive, so you weren't far.
Oh yeah. Wonderful. All right, guys. Well, Marty, Johnny, have a great weekend, you boys. I'll see you guys in a couple of days, and we'll talk to you along the way. John, take care of that discomfort.
Yes, take care of that, brother.
It's kind of become a fairly top priority at this point in my life.
So I'm serious. Like, so what are you going to do today about it? Like, are you going to what are you doing today about it? I'm serious.
Well, I mean, yesterday what I recognized was the stretching protocol I put together was too aggressive. That's what triggered it. I'm pretty sure. When Terry gets up, we're going to have kind of a conversation about the day, because you can't just you have these theories, but then you got to kind of look at all the data and decide, okay, yes, after looking at everything as a whole, multiple opinions between the two of us, yes, this was the problem. Because we disagree a little bit at this point. She thinks what I'm laying down is making it worse. But what I'm not really telling her is when I'm laying down is the only time it doesn't hurt.
Oh, there's a difference. Yeah.
Now once I kind of fill her into that, it'll be different. So basically verify what it was yesterday. I'm going to pretty much know as the day went forward, it got worse, which means the more time I'm on it, the more it inflames. So today I'm going to try to spend as little time as I can on my feet. And I'm actually going to, unfortunately, I'm going to fucking whip out a cane. One of the canes that I used last time I had this, because then I can get around without putting so much pressure. Like, perfect example, if I wear I got these flip-flops on right now, a big, thick fucking sole. Just that cushion makes a difference. Does that make sense?
It absolutely does. Yeah.
Whatever the pressure traveling up my leg into that nerve, if it's less pressure in any regard, it makes a difference. So that's what I got to do. I just need to try to give that nerve as much help as I can, not getting pressure today. So hopefully the inflammation will go further down, so that tomorrow, because the goal is for it to just every day just get a little bit better. But unfortunately, yesterday, the needle went the wrong way pretty good.
Yeah, I think that. So thanks for sharing. Like, I can tell there's this reluctance about the cane. I think the cane's a measurement of I get after it.
The cane is, I don't buy it, but the cane, it fucking freaks out everybody in my life.
It's funny because I was just going to say to you, I bet you it doesn't bother you, it bothers everybody around you.
Yeah, because I understand what it's for. It's just temporary. It's just to help me get through this. But they see a cane, like, oh fuck.
Yes.
The first time I went through this, my daughter, my middle daughter, just talking to my mom casually, talked about me using a cane. And
mom's got all worried.
She was like fucking just turned into stone. And of course I say, look, Mom, this is just until I get through my surgery. And then of course the cane went in the closet. But that being said, I'm going to see her pretty quick. So there's a possibility she may see it again. So I guess at least she already knew the first time and the cane went away. I mean, the cane's been gone for fucking 20 years.
Yeah. Good time says, John, try SRT stretching. Find the right person. I'm going to the chiropractor today. Was what Charlie's throwing at you, John.
It's kind of a fun opportunity this morning. Actually, I ordered 2 more canes. I have to use them for a month or 2 or whatever the distance is. Oh, fuck, I might as well have a couple of different styles.
Some cool ones. Yeah. Fuck yeah. Yeah. So what I'm going to say next, I'm not suggesting it's you. I'm thinking you've seen Ronnie Coleman lately, right? He's having a hard time getting around, eh? Oh my goodness. Yeah, that is, and so I think this in a positive way. That was earned. That guy, man, what he put his body through, the success he had as in what he's achieved, like those canes are that's earned, and I take that for how it is. But that's man. When I see him, I got nothing but empathy and feel for that.
Well, I mean, you realize, and you hear a lot of guys, talk like this, say at the end, when you're walking a little funny, when these are all badges of honor. The difference is that you want those badges of honor to be manageable, not fucking up the quality of your life.
Yes. Well, the badge of honor that perhaps it came to on your watch instead of its own watch. Like for example, this, I don't mind this. You're like, just not right now. Right. You're like, could it come a little different in my life or at a different time in my life, but just not right now.
I was actually pretty thankful that it came right now because well, just think if this happened in the second week of January when I'm when I'm getting the RPMs going full. Yeah. I'm like, God damn it. At least I've got a little time because again, all I got to do is control the inflammation and let this thing, because there was no event. That makes sense.
Yeah.
If there was an event where I heard a pop or there was something that happened, that means this is just an inflammation thing. That's all it is. Yeah. Last time when I was here, I didn't do what I was supposed to do. And I pushed the inflammation so far that the nerve never recovered.
Yeah, Marty John shows up on Monday, Johnny, or Tuesday. Monday or Tuesday. He's like, dude. He was like, and I could see it in his face. He was, I would say distressed, but I can see that it was bothering him. So I've been my heart and my brain's been on him all week, and And I was not expecting you to say what you said this morning. So I was like, fuck. I was hoping.
I wasn't expecting that.
Well, I know you weren't.
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
Yeah.
I was actually feeling pretty optimistic, thinking, oh shit. But that's classic me. You know, I get all
yesterday because
I get all fucking fired up and I dive into something a little too hard when, you know, I need the waves of getting into the pool just need to be a little smaller, so to speak, you know.
Oh yeah. Sullivan says Coleman's doing swimming therapy and is hopeful for a big recovery. And you doing wrong says Johnny and Ronnie are both badass. Yeah, true story. Well, we know Anderson's a badass. Absolutely, he's a badass. So, all right, guys. Well, listen, I'm gonna get you guys out of here. Enjoy your weekend. Enjoy your day. And Lowell just came in to see me. I'm gonna do the last 20 minutes, wrap the show up, and get after it till we regroup in 48 hours or so, boys.
Have a good loop, my brothers.
Have a good one, guys. Marty, Joy, I love you guys. Have a good one. All right.
Too, Bo. Yep.
Boom, boom, boom. Good morning, everybody. Hey, Poo-Poo. Hi. Yeah, my little pup came down to see me. She's like, hey, the house left and I'm here to see you. She always comes down to see me down here. What's going on, nation? Good morning. Good morning. Welcome back to Mornings in the Lab with Keith, John, and friends. John and Marty were here. Petro was here. We had a fun Friday here today. Man, we got a lot of things accomplished on the show here today. And now we are going to regroup to wrap it up. We got the morning focus, and then we got community corner before we get out of here for the weekend. And guys, I thought that I could start today's conversation weaving from yesterday. And yesterday we got into the jobs report, and all of us men and our safety net and what we're doing in the future and so forth. But the jobs report yesterday just confirmed one thing, that your safety net is gone. And I got a solution for you that I'm talking about right now.
The jobs report didn't whisper, it slammed the table. The old deal is over. Loyalty for protection is dead. Men aren't negotiating harder. They're gripping the job like it's oxygen because one paycheck feels like a cliff edge. If you're 35 to 55, you're in the danger zone. Too expensive to keep, too responsible to gamble, stuck. HR isn't a safety net. A title isn't a safety net. Depending on one employer is not security, it's exposure. So morning focus is simple. Security isn't given anymore, it's built. And the fastest build is a platform. A daily live room turns your experience into signal and community before you need it. Keith, take us into it.
Thank you. You doing wrong. Love your show. So professional. You doing wrong. Thank you for hanging out with us. You've been here for the whole show here today, so I got a lot of gratitude for that. Again, you could spend your time in so many places. You were choosing to spend your time with me and my team, and I'm so grateful for that. So thank you. And I can promise you this, we're going to continue pushing the limits on the professionalism and the entertainment value, so you guys have a reason to keep showing up every single day, like Good Time, like Holroyd, like Global, like Charlie, like everybody here who gets Beholder and so forth. So thanks, guys. And yes, and Jay Carpenter, hey, nation, you guys can answer this. Did I queef? Yeah, I queefed 75 minutes ago. You missed it. Can you smell it? Yeah, that's the smell of my queef. Yeah. Hey, Jay, do you smell it? Pushing it at you. Yeah. Hey, Good Time. I believe they're going to go universal income in the future. Oh, fuck. Hold on. Good Time. Don't. Charlie, you can't run that. You can't throw that squirrel at me and ask me to do this monologue after you're throwing that at me. No, I do not want universal basic income for everybody. No. We talked about being lazy on the show earlier. It's only going to suggest we're going to have more lazy humans on the planet. No, we don't want universal basic. All right. Good Times like, hey, yeah, you open up a can of worms there, Charlie. No, we don't want that. Oh, you're doing wrong. Thank you for doing this as well. Okay, guys, let's get. Hey, we can come hang out on our show here when everybody else is getting all their checks, and we'll just get after work. All right, guys, speaking of this, listen, the jobs report was dropped this week, and it depends on what color you wear, might decide on whether you believe it or not. If you wear blue, you might think it's pretty bad. If you wear red, you might think that it's good. Or if you're wearing orange or whatever color, you might not give a fuck what the hell it is. But somewhere along the way, apparently the jobs report was dropped, and apparently these sets of facts that some people believe, some people don't believe, that maybe unemployment is creeping up. I don't know. Apparently so. Maybe job growth is slowing. But hey, let me throw this to you guys. Let me say this very clearly, with no hype, with no drama, only from Charlie saying that we're all going to have universal basic income. Fuck that. So the jobs report just confirmed that your safety net, guys, job growth, and the biggest signal hiding in plain sight, men aren't negotiating harder. No, you're holding on tighter, guys. You're like, oh my God, I gotta hold on. That tells you everything. Because when stability becomes more important than growth, it means the old deal is broken. The deal that said, hey, Mr. Charlie, give us your loyalty and we're going to protect you. Hey, Mr. Holroyd, come work for us forever. We're going to take care of you. Well, the reality is, guys, that deal is over. How do I know? Well, I got the call from HR. Hey, yeah, HR is not your safety net. Nope, not your safety net. A title is not a safety net. And that one paycheck from one employer is not security anymore. That is exposure. Because here's the uncomfortable truth, you guys. If you are a man between the ages of 35 and 55 and you're tuning into the show, you are standing in the most dangerous middle ground. Here's the reality, boys. You're too experienced to be cheap. You're too expensive to be safe. And you're too responsible to take reckless risks. True mother story. And most men in that spot have the same problem. Y'all are locked inside someone else's company. All that leverage that you have, yeah, somebody else's company. That one income, that one identity, that one lane. So when the economy shifts, you're like, hey, the economy is shifting, Edna. Hey, Lisa, the economy is shifting. What am I going to do now? And it's not because you're weak. It's because you never built a place where you lead. This nation is where the conversation starts. This is where the conversation changes. Because, guys, security is no longer something you're given. No, it's not 1925. Security is something you build. And today, the fastest way to build it isn't either through a resume. No, it's not built through resume tweaks. It's not built through another certification. No, it's not any of that. It's a platform. It's a community. It's a daily live presence where your skills, mister, your relationships and your opportunities compound. That is what the Mornings in the Lab live network exists for. Guys, this is not about becoming a content creator. It's about becoming unignorable in your lane. Are you going to be the shepherd? Or are you going to be the sheep? Ask yourself that. Because what a live conversation, what a live show actually gives you is three things immediately. You turn your experience into a signal. All that experience you've had over all those years, signal. Yeah, not post, not polish. Real-time thinking, teaching, and leadership live. Because people are trusting edited content less and less. Because is it real? Is it AI? But you know what they trust? Because I see it daily on this show. They trust presence. Because you guys know I'm going to be here at 8 o'clock Eastern time. My presence, John's presence, Marty's presence. I've earned your trust through my presence by showing up daily before I get on the plane and pick up Charlie with our dogs and go somewhere. Right, Charlie? Just you and me, brother. 100%. Yeah, you seem to be the only one that cares about me getting a plane, which I love because people all think I'm fucking around. No, we're getting a fucking plane. Keith and Charlie's plane coming up. Yeah, true story. But guys, you need to build a community before you need it, because not when you're laid off. Oh my God, where is everybody? Yeah, exactly. So maybe that experience you have right now is about building a community, not when the business slows. You build it now while you're still standing. Maybe, hey, Adam, just thinking about you, brother. Maybe Holroyd has a community of people in the train industry. Just had to think of something, Holroyd. Maybe your chat becomes your peer crew. Maybe your audience becomes your opportunity surface. And hey, maybe what also happens is you stop being dependent on algorithms or employers. And then what happens is your network handles distribution. The morning slot builds discipline. You think I'm disciplined now because of this morning show? Man, I was disciplined yesterday. This show has upped the discipline level because the morning slot builds, defines, encourages discipline. And the live format, what does it do? It builds credibility faster than anything else. You're not hoping someone finds you. No, you're showing up where people, you're showing up where people already gather. Yes, on Mornings in the Lab with Keith, John, and friends every single day. This is not theoretical. Fuck no. I've been doing it for 2 years. It's for real men like you in real industries. Because if you work in trades or construction, health, fitness, rehab, sales, real estate, insurance, SaaS, finance, contracting, you name it, this is a morning show you yourself could host 30 minutes. A daily stand-up for your people, for your stakeholders, for your employees, for your customers. Think about it. A locker room for your industry. Oh, what's that? Yeah, a place where conversations turn into referrals. A place where your clients can find and see your momentum. And here's the thing. You don't have to build it alone. And that's the difference. Because we've started a network. From my experience, most men, most humans, try to do these things solo. Start a podcast, you get burnt out, then you disappear. Well, the Mornings in the Lab Live Network is the opposite. You are plugged into a proven live format, a real audience, a daily morning rhythm, other hosts building in parallel. You're not chasing clout, you're building infrastructure, and this is what replaces the old safety net. So, here is the line that I want you to sit with as I wrap up today's segment. Here's the line. You're either waiting on HR or, because you're not getting any younger, guys. You're not getting any younger. I was 50 when I got the call. 51. Hey, yeah, we're going that way. Okay, we want you to go that way. Holy fuck. I started from scratch because I deleted all my social profiles years ago. I came back to the world with nothing. And I'm thinking some of you might be there as well. So the jobs report didn't create this reality that we are in right now, men. It's just exposed it. So, if the jobs report rattles you, if your age rattles you, if you're looking at it the next 5, 7, 10 years of your life and it rattles you, good. Because let that rattle push you to build something that doesn't disappear with a memo. Guys, don't live to die. Live to build. And hey, maybe you watch the show live for a week. Maybe you engage in the chat. Maybe you feel the rhythm. And if you know you have experience worth leading with, maybe you want to apply to join the Mornings in the Lab Live Network. Because the future, guys, it belongs to the men who build, not the ones waiting to be invited into them. So here's my invitation for you. Monday, we're back live, 8 o'clock Eastern time, right here. YouTube, LinkedIn, and X. And hey, bring your coffee, bring the notebook, and bring some fucking discipline to lead your own future.
Quick question, nation. Why does the CIA refuse to eat this stuff, but somehow it's dinner at your house? Same playbook with your phone. You think you're scrolling for fun, but your feed is quietly turning you into someone weaker. And the wild part, guys making $60 million still feel empty because the scoreboard never shuts up or loves you back. So today isn't motivation, it's exposure. Handsome Chief, let's rip the curtain down. Oh, hi, good time.
Maya calling out good time out there with Shaking Good Time on behalf of Maya Reyes. Hey, you guys could join the show with us. 431-300-3005 before we wrap up today. If you got something to say, I want to hear from you. Call me. 431-300-3005. The phone lines are open. What is shaking out there, nation? We're getting after over on YouTube right now. Andrew Bustamante, former CIA officer, says the agency keeps operatives away from ultra-processed foods. Yeah? Really? Good time. I think we got to have this guy on the show. Hey, Andrew Bustamante, we want to have on the show because I don't believe him. I don't believe they're not being fed ultra-processed foods. I've seen a lot of unhealthy looking CIA agents, but the same food are marketed as safe to the general public, yet intelligence agencies feel like, man, can't eat it. Nope. You either control what you eat or institutions control you. CIA guidelines prioritize whole, minimally processed foods for physical and cognitive performance. Well, that food policy, marketing, regulation, they create a system where unhealthy eating keeps populations easier to manage. Guys, look what's happening. Just look around you. True story. So here's the question. If the CIA won't feed this to their operatives, why the fuck are you eating it? Hey? Why are you eating it? All right, let's go to Substack. Yeah, I told you this is an R-rated show. I warned you. It's funny because we talked about the F word earlier this week. There's reasons and purpose for the F word. To emphasize. Like, what the fuck would you eat all that ultra-processed shit if they're not letting them eat it? Hey, Dakota Meyer over on Substack says that every input in your life, what you scroll, what you listen to, what you're around, is shaping your identity. Yes. In one of those no shit Sherlock departments, no neutral. You become what you consume. Habits are the result of your mental diet. Here's the reality. People, places, things. Your circle sets your standard. Your environment beats your willpower, and your food programs your identity. All that content, it either sharpens or dulls you. Outrage, comparison, escapism acts like mental junk food. So here's the thing. That 30-day experience, remove 10 sources of drama. What's in your feed that's programming you to be weaker, nation? What is it? Bullshit Professor. I vote for R+ rated or X rated. Hey, man, that's just what we do here, brother. That's just what we do here. Hey, LinkedIn, he made me $60 million. Oh, Jimmy, Goated Throat's joining us right now. I think I got to address Goated Throat just because I love the name. Hey, I'm Goated Throat. Hey, hi. Hey, I'm Goated Throat. I love sucking 8 inches or more. Oh, Goated Throat. Woo, baby. Goated Throat, thanks for joining Mornings in the Lab with Keith, John, and Friends. The X-rated, R-rated experience. Goated loves sucking 8 inches or more. Yes. Goated's hanging. Goated, where are you joining us from today? Goated, where are you sucking those 8 inches from? Are you sucking in? Where are you, Goated? Are you in Canada? Are you in the U.S.? Goated, I need to know. Where are you joining us from today? Is it 8 inches, 10 inches? What do you suck? Hey, Goated, can you reach your own 8 inches? Good time. Maybe Goated is actually bending over and doing his own. Yeah, and just a tip. Good morning. Good morning. Good time. Hey, Johnny Escobedo. Hey, Jimmy. Dude, sorry. Goated, thanks for joining us in Tennessee. I'm not going to get this. I got to quickly identify Johnny Escobedo for a second. Hey, Johnny. So you missed our conversation with Marty, who is our African-American brother on the show, and he addressed your answer. All of you motherfuckers are lazy. Whether you're white, whether you're African-American, whether you're Chinese, whether you're Ukrainian, Baltic, whatever, we're all fucking lazy, man. We are all lazy. All lazy, Johnny. So I got an invitation for you, Johnny. Stop being such a fucking racist. Yes. So, Johnny, here's my invitation for you. You are welcome on this channel, and you're welcome to hang out with us, but only if you're not going to be a racist. All right? So there's a better way to ask the question. What's your opinion on humans' work ethic? I think they're lazy. True story. And we know it's fact. Humans are lazy. Nah, Johnny, I think you're a racist, man. True story. Hey, so I don't care if you're a Trump supporter. That's good for you, dude. Some are Trump supporters, some are Biden supporters. But, excuse me. We just don't need racists, man. We can ask the question, but we don't have to suggest it's linked to somebody's color. Because that's not we stand for here in the lab. Iceman Game 90, Summer Lays. My a-hole burns from Taco Bell. Oh, Jimmy, we got the comments acting right now. Yes, my a-hole burns from Taco Bell. Well, you know what? Here's my suggestion. Don't go to Taco Bell. That's what I would do. Although sometimes Taco Bell's not too bad. Every now and then. Fuck, I haven't had Taco Bell forever. Yeah. Yeah, good time. I did ban you. Yeah, actually, Jimmy banned you. Good time. True. Yeah, it was actually, I told Jimmy to ban him back then. Or it might have been Marty. And it was back in the days there. Let's see. Let's keep going to the comments here. Johnny Escobedo, I'm not a racist. I'm a MAGA supporter. Good for you. Congratulations. What's the topic? Anthony Schneck. Well, Anthony, we talked about a lot of things today. Nation, what did we talk about today? Well, we talked about I see you. We talked about men not being seen. We talked about the Coldplay incident. Yeah, we talked about oh my God, we just got a lot of things on the table. Jimmy, what did we talk about today? Oh my goodness. I love working and I'm a female chef. Monty Main says, too late for that. I need bandages or a whole med kit. Hold on a sec. Going back to, oh, yeah, there you go. From the Taco Bell kit, eh? And then Johnny, yeah. So Jimmy, I think we're about one step pretty close to getting Johnny Escobedo out of the show because he's kind of a racist. So, Johnny, I'm going to give you a chance to regroup and realign your views and re-ask the question. If you don't want to re-ask the question, I'm going to kick you out of here. Just saying. Just saying. Just saying. No, don't do it. Listen, Johnny, you've been with us for an hour, man. I know you're better than that. I know you're not a racist. Just think about how you want to ask your questions. No, don't vote for Biden, man. We can't vote for death. No, we're not. We're not. What do you mean, Jimmy? Oh, yeah, I know we're on LinkedIn. We are doing the LinkedIn community corner topic right now. Oh, or Minnie, stop getting pegged. Iceman Games. I'm loving it, man. Oh, I'm loving the engagement from the community right now. Good show. Keep it up. What's going on, Rico? Good to have you out there. I'll vote third party. Oh, I love it. Good time. Vote for Hunter. This is awesome. I can't stand people that make everything up about race. It has to stop from all sides. Dude, I am with you there. Absolutely. Yes, it's true. Can I tell you guys what I stand for, the host of this show? Can I tell you what I stand for? You guys want to know? You guys want to know? You guys want to know where I stand? You want to know where I lean? You want to know? I'll tell you where I stand. I stand with humanity. I stand with love. I stand with doing shit that others don't do. I stand for respect, integrity. I definitely stand for peace. Yeah, true story. I hate everyone because they don't discriminate. Well, you know what? I equally offend everybody on the show. Thanks, Petro. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. Yeah, maybe I'll take a run for president one day. That's a true story. Yeah. I hate everyone because I don't discriminate. Well, you know, I offend everyone because I don't discriminate. So, you know, it's just easier that way. If you can just offend everyone, then you're not. If you're offending everyone, then you're not offending one, right? Who saw Fanny squirming? I loved it. Not many people could do a live show like this. 100. Dude, I appreciate you, man. I'm a full-blown Democrat thanks to you. Well, hold on. Just hold the fucking horses, man. Do you really want to be a Democrat? Is that what you really want to be? Or maybe you want to work towards the radical middle. Hey, I met a dude last week, radical middle is something he called himself. He's like, yeah, I'm not really red, not really blue, I'm a radical. Yes. Should scammers get deleted? Iceman Game 90. Okay, I feel like I got a decision to make, guys. Here's my decision. I got my little dog that got to go for a shit. And my bladder's telling me to go for a piss, but I'm having too much fun with you guys. So I'm thinking, but I don't want to leave just yet. I want to not get banned. Johnny from Tennessee. You know what's awesome, guys? Here's what I love about this whole thing. Is that Johnny is so wonderfully contributing to our channel right now, telling YouTube that he's loving hanging out with us, having some good conversation. Yeah, so good. So good. Okay, so here's what we're going to do, Jim. We are going to get a bedpan. No, you know what I've done before? I've actually pissed in a Nathan bottle when I was climbing mountains before. Okay, Jim, let's get Maya Reyes to walk us out of here. I'm going to sneak over there for a 30-second empty the bladder, and then we're going to come back and continue the conversation with the comments. All right, Jimmy, let's do it right now.
That's it for the Community Corner, fellas. Which story stood out to you? Let us know in the comments. And if you want your story featured on the show, tag us in your next post. Have an awesome weekend and stay productive. See you around and good time. Let's do this again on Monday.
Hey, I'm back. There we go. All right. Thank you, Maya. Thank you, Maya Reyes. Hey, Jimmy, you know what we learned there, Jimmy? We could actually run that clip twice. Yeah, we can run that one twice there, and that way it buys me a little extra time there to get my shit done. Hold on one second here. I'm just going to go grab somebody and bring her over here. Hang on. All right, nation, I'm back. All right, so listen. I'm supposed to get out of here because this one has to go. Yeah, this one has to go outside. But we're going to hang out for a few minutes with you guys to wrap up here today. Listen, you can build your own story in business even with huge gaps in employment like the main character in The Natural Baseball Fan. That's from Sullivan. It really will only take 30 seconds. True story. Yes. And let's see here. We got Petra coming in saying, look at the influence Mornings in the Lab has already had, never seen before, such an ability to change someone's political orientation. No, I flushed and I washed my hands. True story, man. Yes. The BS Beckford, keep them on. This is great stuff. This is awesome. Okay, guys, listen. You guys know how to get a hold of me. My phone's open all weekend. 431-300-3005. Yeah. So listen, I'm showing you guys Lola because I got two of these things. I love my dogs, man. I love my dogs so much. This is Lola, my little Pomeranian. I also have an English Bulldog. And she's up there sleeping. So I got the two of them, contrast, and she's I know that she needs to go outside, so that's why I grabbed her so that she wouldn't go do and drop her stuff somewhere else. But guys, lots of love from me to you. Thanks for hanging out with me here today. Thanks for hanging out with Jimmy and Jericho and the entire gang this morning on Mornings in the Lab with Keith, John, and friends. Man, guys, the numbers have been great. You guys are helping make this thing what it is, and we're having a lot of fun with it. So I see the comments, Petro. I see the comments. Good time. I appreciate you guys. Cute dog gotta go, just like JA. Yes, me too. Guys, have a good one. I'm out of here. Have a good one, nation.